Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my class. Today is going to be an all-over body weight workout. If you've joined me before, we go through 4 exercises 3 times through, we go through 4 exercises all the way through without a break. Then I give you a 30-second break, and we finish that up 3 times for 1 circuit. We end up doing 3 circuits in this class, and we get a minute break before the next combo/circuit. So all you need is your body weight, grab some water and a towel because we are going to sweat. So I'm going to demonstrate the first 4 exercises before we get started. The first one, we're just going to warm up our legs. We're going to do a wide to narrow squat. So we're going to squat as wide as you can and as low as you can get down. And then you're going to jump into a narrow, and we're just going to alternate back and forth with that. So once again, a squat, you're getting seated back so you don't have those knees going over your toes. The second exercise, we're going to move into just a plie squat, which is just a wide squat with your toes pointing outward. And we're going to stay low and pulse. So once again, stay low and then coming up an inch, and we're just going to pulse out for 30 seconds. We're going to hit the mat for the third one. Looks like we're going to do some push-ups to get started, warming up that chest and shoulders. So we're going to come down. Planks, we do a lot of those in my class. So those are always going to be wrists underneath your elbows. Modification is your forearm plank, which is stacking your elbows underneath your shoulders. So we're going to start up. We're going to do a push-up with these and just combine a nice elbow to knee, just warming up that core. That's going to be 30 seconds there. And then the fourth one is coming down, staying in your plank, and we're just going to get our obliques nice and warmed up by just dropping our hips side to side. Once again, if that's too hard, feel free to come down to your forearms and drop those hips side to side. All right, let's get started. Once again, each exercise is 30 seconds, and I'll be giving you a rest once we move through those 4. Here we go. Wide stance, jump into a narrow squat, back to a wide. Find your flow, warm up those legs. We're going to be doing some fun stuff, it looks like, in the middle with our second circuit. So this will get us nice and warmed up. Side view should look like that. Dropping those hips back, getting seated. And stop. All right, down into our pulsing plie squat. Get that wide stance, come down where you feel comfortable, then pulse up from there. Just about an inch. This will get into your inner thighs. You might be feeling it already. Get a little burn. Keep on going. If you have to come up to give yourself a break, get right back down into it. And stop. Let's hit the mat. Get into your plank form so we can get started into those push-ups. And knee to elbow. Push up, knee to elbow. Keep on going. Try these push-ups. I don't like girly push-ups, but if you have to, drop to your knees, give me a push-up, come up into that plank, knee to elbow. So drop knees, push-up, come up into that plank, knee to elbow. There you go. All right. Staying in our plank. Choose your plank. Once again, I always say, start with the hard one, go to the easy. So here we go. We're going to drop those hips side to side. What I want you to do is keep that core completely engaged. We don't want any lower back problems here. We're only twisting as far as our little core will let us to bring it back up. So we're not dropping those hips without having control of our core. And that will get into your obliques. And stop. Woo, 30-second rest here. We're just getting started. You should start feeling some heat right now. Use this time to get a little drink of water. Grab your towel. Okay, let's get back up. This is going to be our second round. And start. Here we go. Wide squat, jump it into the narrow. It's up to you how hard you want to make this. You can jump super high, explode up, or you can just go through some little micro jumps. Okay, make it your own workout. Just don't forget, we got those pulses. Those are the ones that kill me. Keep on going, we're almost there. And stop. Shake it out a little bit. And back down, here we go. Get that wide stance. Stay low. Come up from there. This is what it looks like from the side. Pulsing low. Low, low. How low can you go? How long can you stay down? We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake those legs out. Catch your breath. Meet me at the mat. Get in your plank form. Let's do our push-ups. Push up. Crunch that knee to your elbow. Really try to get it up there. It's going to look different for everybody. Try to aim and twist. At least aim and crunch. Feel that contraction on your abdominals. Working those arms, making them strong. You don't need weights, you just need your body for this. Making your arms super strong. And stop. Let's get back down into that plank. Keep your core super tight and engaged and drop those hips. Side to side. It's not how far you can go down, it's how much you can engage those obliques by bringing it back up, twisting to the other side. You might be feeling this in your shoulders. We are doing isometric on our arms right now. 2 for 1. And stop. Nice job. That's 2 finished, which means we just have 1 more to go with that set of exercises. And then we get to move on to some more fun stuff. Grab some water, stretch those shoulders, pulling that arm to the side, hugging it into your chest. And then switching sides, bring it to your chest, hug it in, release that shoulder muscle. We're going to be back on the mat, doing a lot of things on our hands, so we want to make sure we're stretched out, warmed up. Okay, it's time. Third and last set on these exercises. Here we go. Oops. It would help if I get my timer going. I'll function. There we go. All right, wide to narrow. Push through, make it yours, jump as high as you want. If you get tired, also you can just do stationary, okay? Up and down. But push yourself for those that want to jump and get some explosive movements out of this. Almost there. 3, 2, and stop. Good, shake it out, because you know what comes next. Last one of these, get low, wide stance, stay low, come up from there. Got this. It is definitely a tough one. We're almost there. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wow. That is a leg burner. All right, last one here. Let's hit the mat. Get in your plank. Give me that push-up. Give me that knee to elbow. Back to the push-up. Knee to elbow. Almost there. And stop. Whew. This is it for this combo. Let's finish it strong. Back into your plank. Get that core engaged. Drop those hips. Off to one side. Alternate to the other. Tummy's pulled up super tight. Protect that lower back. And twist. And stop. Good job. That was combo number 1 completed. You're going to get a minute and a half here of rest. I'm going to rest my 30 seconds, and then I'm going to go through the next set of exercises. Boy, oh boy. Meanwhile, I need to tell you about following us on Facebook, Parkview Sports Medicine. Follow us, give us a tag, a comment, anything on these workouts, and they will be drawing. We're doing a random draw every Friday for some PSM athletic wear. So they'll be giving away a few things. So do that. Let us see that you're working out, working hard. In the meantime, you'll win some swag. All right. Combo number 2. We're going to do some single leg stuff. We've been working on those one leg lunges. They look like that. You basically go off and you get into like a one-legged squat. So it looks like this. You just drop your hips, get down. Okay, we're going to create a little combo where we come down. We shoot up with a drive. You can keep it there, or you can shoot up with a drive and a jump. Okay, so back, down, up, drive, jump, or just over, up, drive. So that drive allows you to get that imbalance. You're on one leg, makes you work a little harder on your balance, which makes your core work harder. So 30 seconds on each leg. And then we're just going to go into some nice plyo, broad jumps, skaters, planting that leg, get that leg behind you like a skater. Okay, back and forth. My goal is always my mat. Do whatever works for you. I mean, for you, it could be a smaller broad jump. Maybe it's wider than mine. Push yourself though. Okay, third one, we're going to come down on our hands. We're going to start in that plank, shift those hips back, just like a downward dog. You're going to look at your feet, and then right here is where you're just going to bend the elbows, crown of your head hitting the mat. If it doesn't hit the mat, our main goal here is just working that upper body. So these are also known as pike presses. Great for your triceps. Obviously your chest and your shoulder as well. All right, fourth exercise. We're creating a forearm plank combo. So we're going to come up, forearm plank, side plank. We're going to roll over, touch your hands to your ankles, okay? And then back over to the other side, up, back to the crunch. So in normal speed, it looks like this. Forearm plank, crunch, switching sides. So you're going to get a lot of core action here. Switching side to side, obliques are going to be working hard. Okay, let's get this started so we can get finished. One leg lunge off to the side. Drive it up and crunch, or off to the side, drive it up and hop. Okay, here we go. 30 seconds on this side. So for those that haven't done this leg stays straight as you get seated into the opposite leg. Keep it going. Give it a hop and stop. Good. Opposite leg. Here we go. Here we go. Off into that leg. Drive it. Hop it out if you can. Back down and hop. Drive that knee to the chest. Get that extra core work. And stop. Whew, these are tough. All right, skaters, broad jumps. Here we go. Off to the side. Try to plan it before you jump. Don't make it sloppy. Try to stay balanced. It's a tough one if you really think about planting that foot. And stop. Oh my. Those get your heart rate up. All right, pike presses. Get down into your plank. Press those hips up to a downward dog. You might have to move your hands in a little more. Facing, head grows heavy, and you're just looking at your feet, and you're just bending those elbows, pressing through the ground. Okay, all upper body here. Let's make that upper body stronger. We don't need weights. Our body is our weight. And stop. Woo, those make my arms shake. All right, this little combo, forearm planks into a crunch, switching sides. Here we go. Get up, forearm plank, switch onto your bottom, touch your ankles. If you can get there, switch to the other side. It should be nice and flowy. Here we go. Just a fun little combo. If that gets to be too much, you can just alternate your side planks. And stop. Good job. We just completed one whole set with combo number 2. Let's take a 30-second break. Grab some water. Stretch your arms or your legs if you need it. I like to stretch my quads while I'm resting by just placing my feet underneath me and leaning back. That will also get my shoulders really good, so it looks like this. You can come back to your level. Some people come all the way down. So that will give you a really deep stretch in your quads. All right, we don't want to lose our heart rate. That was 30 seconds. Let's get back into that one leg lunge. Oops, it's That's not what we're doing. One leg lunge, drive it, and hop it if you can. Give me a one leg hop. Explode it up. Push off, hop up. Almost there. And stop. All right, plant that other leg. Get seated. And go. Up, hop, or just up and drive. Almost there. You can always tell my thighs burn. And stop. Nice job. Catch your breath. We're going right into those skaters. Here we go. Jump it as far as you can. Plant it. Woo. You can. Push it off. The balance. You'll have one side that wants to balance more than the other. Keep on going. Give it your all. Almost there. And stop. Oh, wow. Those, get your heart rate up. All right. Third one, pike presses. Get down, plank, push up. I always bring my hands in a little bit more. Looking at my feet, and then just bending my elbows, lowering the crown of my head to the mat for the 4, pushing through my hands. Okay? This is all upper body. And done. Woo! Those are awesome. All right, here we go. Side forearm. Get it up. Switch to your bottom. Touch your heels. Switch sides. Lifting up. Crunch. Lift it up. Crunch. And just keep it going. Make sure your elbow's right underneath your shoulder for those side planks. We're doing a lot here. We're combining that crunch. We're really working those obliques with that side plank. You can do it. Last one here. And rest up. Good job. That was number 2, which means after this 30-second rest, we go through that just one more time. And we move into the last combo number 3. The classes normally last about 45 minutes, 40 to 45. So I combine everything so that you're getting your upper body, your lower body. You're getting some plyos put in there. Your core is always working in my class. If I'm not doing some sort of plank, you're working them in some other way. So the core is where it's at in my class. And you get the bonus of the endurance part, the cardio. I'm still trying to get my heart rate down. All right, my watch says it's time. We're going into our 3rd and last set of these exercises. One leg, drive it up. Give me a hop if you can. Go right into that hop. Your legs should be feeling it. This is just a great way to condition the lower body. Drive that knee, jump it up. And switch sides. Yes. We're almost done with this exercise. Knee it up, give me a hop. Get seated in that one leg. We're almost done with this one. You're doing so good. And stop. Woo! That is awesome. And these are even better. Let's get it over with. Skaters, get over to the side as much as you can. Can't talk while I'm doing these because they're so hard. And we're done with those. Shake it out. Dang. Let's hit the mat. Let's finish up our pike planks. Let's do it. Oops. Lower that head to the mat. You should be looking at your feet. And push through your hands. That's where the force goes. Right in your hands. To get that upper body up to the start position. And we're done with those. Woo! All right, let's finish up these forearm planks into crunch combo. Let's get up, elbows underneath your shoulder, switch to your bottom, crunch it in, opposite side. We got this. We are almost done. We get a little longer of a break. Keep it going. Crunch, side plank. And done. Finished. Nice job out there. That was combo 2. That means we just have one left with 4 exercises. Let me catch my breath and I'll go over those. Grab your water, hydrate. I don't know about you, but I got sweat rolling down my face. Heart rate is high. Feels good. Feels good to sweat. You don't need any weight to get a good workout. Okay. 3rd circuit. We're going to do some long jumps. We've done these in class by jumping the length of like your mat, but we're going to do small, I guess it would be long jumps, but we're going to mimic that, but with smaller jumps. So we're just going to do like bunny hops. So it's going to look like this. You're going to get that momentum to explode up, but instead of exploding forward into a long explosion, we're going to keep it 3 on the mat. So explode up, explode up, explode up. Okay, and then we get to go backwards. That's what I'm trying to fit in. So anytime we go backwards, it feels weird. We're not used to it. So we want to condition our body differently, okay? So 3 jumps forward, 3 jumps back. All right, and then we're going to go into, I don't know what you call these, but I get into my plank. I jump up with a wide squat, and instead of coming all the way up, I just raise here, plant my hands, jump back out, and in. So it looks like this. Up, jump out, wide in. Forward, it looks like this. And back out. So lots of core, lots of legs on that one. All right, and then we're going to get down into a bear crawl, which looks like this. You're stacking your knees right underneath your hips. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to tap hand to toe. Okay? So kind of like a bird dog where you're creating that imbalance. All right? A little bit different though. You'll feel it in different areas. And then the last one, which is going to be a good one, we're getting down into our downward dogs. This time one leg. So you lift one leg up, and we're going to crunch it in as we come into a plank. But this time, instead of coming back up, we're going to do a modified mountain climber. So crunch it in, switch, and back up. Okay, so in, mountain climb, back to the original leg, back up. It's a nice flowy movement. Keeps your heart rate up, works your core and your arms. So let's get started. Here we go. We're doing those hops, those jumps, 3 of them. Explode up. So we're not trying to go forward, but we're exploding up. And then we're exploding back. 1, 2, 3. Back forward. 1, 2, 3. And back again. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Keep on going. 1, 2, 3. And back again. Woo! And stop. Those are awesome. All right, jump out into a wide squat. Get down into your plank. Starting here, jump into a wide squat. Release those hands. Put the hands back down, back out and in. Okay? So we're just pushing back, jumping in. Your hands or your feet should be right up by your hands as you release them to the air. We're not jumping in this one. We're just creating a nice jump out. And stop. Woo, nice job. Shake it out a little bit. I think we got to get back down though. Back into those bear crawl toe taps. It's actually not a bear crawl. We're not crawling, but here we go. So we're down. We're tapping opposite toe to hand, foot to hand. You might rock and roll a little bit here. It's a lot of balance. That's why we're doing it. And you will feel that in your core. And finish with those. All right. This is where it gets to a little flow. If you can't find your rhythm, just go stick with the downward dog. One leg. Here we go. Make sure my timer's on. I hit the watch without even seeing what I've done. Okay, here we go. So we're in that downward dog. We're standing on one side first. So that one leg comes up, stretch it out, bring it in, and then this is where we do the switch out. Like a mountain climber. It's like a little modified mountain climber. Crunch it in, switch it out. Shift your hips back, forward into a plank, get that knee in, switch it out. Shift the hips back, knee it in, switch. This is so good, not just for strength, but flexibility. All right, switching the sides. Here we go. Whatever side you were just on, opposite leg. Bring it in back of you, shift forward into that plank. That knee should be here. Then you do the switch. Up, forward into a plank, switch the legs out, and back up. And we're done with those, at least for right now. That was one whole set with combo 3. Take a 30-second rest. I'm sure you need it. I know I need it. That's a good one. Whew. Whew. Okay, we can do this. We're almost done. All right. Your endorphins should be kicked in right now. We're going to get through this. You're going to feel awesome. Nothing like completing a workout, following it all the way through. Here we go. We're doing those jumps. Remember, we're just exploding up and forward a little bit for 3 hops, as high as you can go, and then back. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Forward again. 1, 2, 3. And back. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Yeah, I'm feeling it. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3, and done. Holy cow. Woo-wee. All right, jump out. Get in that plank position. Okay, we're in the plank. We're jumping into a wide squat. We're just lifting up, back down. It's like a gorilla squat, basically. Up without the jump. So we have that constant tension in our legs and our inner thighs. Woo! Front view. And we're done. Nice job on those. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling it. Okay, let's get down into our bear stance. Okay, knees are bent, shoulders over the wrists, and we're gonna tap. We're gonna bring our hand to our feet, keeping that core nice and steady. Got that imbalance. Here we go. Alternate arm to leg. It's getting tough. Slow and steady. These don't need to be fast. It shouldn't be fast. And that's it for those. Oh, one-legged downward dogs with a modified mountain climber. All right. Let's get the watch going. And start. Here we go. Shift those hips back. Bring up that leg. Shift forward into that plank with that leg in. Then you switch it out. You switch to the original leg. Should be nice and flowy. Shift it back. Stretch out those hamstrings. We are creating a little bit of yoga in this workout right now, which is awesome for your body. Woo. And switch. Opposite leg. Here we go. Up, flow into your plank, and then give me that switch out with your legs. Almost there. Stand back. One leg downward dog. Shift forward. Switch the knees in and out. Your shoulders should be feeling it too. And stop. Woo! Nice job. One more to go. We got this. One more. Piece of cake. Okay, we're at 40 minutes into the workout. This is perfect. We'll finish up strong. It'll be a nice 45-minute workout. You'll be glad you showed up. Whew. Oh my gosh, sweat everywhere. Okay, this is it. Let's finish strong. We're gonna be back up, doing those jumps, those explosive movements. So good for your body. Here we go. This is it though. 1, 2, 3, and backwards. 1, 2, 3. 1, forward, 2, 3. Really jump it back. Explode. Use all that power. Knowing this is it. This is it for those jumps. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and that's it for those. Oh yeah, I feel those all over. Okay, let's do it. Get down, stack your wrists, jump into that squat, bring your hands up, back down, out and in. This could look different for everybody. Not everybody's this flexible, so it could look like this. Okay? You might not be that deep in your squat. The main thing is out with your feet, jump in, could look like this. Okay? Just remember, it's always different for everybody. And we're done with those. Woo! Okay. This is it, bear. Get in your bear stance. And let's do this. Okay, here we go. Alternate, hand to foot. Let's finish strong with these. That core is working overtime to stay balanced here. Oh, is it ever? And we're done with those. That just means one thing. One leg downward dog, modified mountain climbers, will be finished. Let's do this. Get into your downward dog. One leg up. Extend it through to that plank. Switch it out. Hips come back. Move forward into that plank. Switch it out. Any of this stuff is modifiable. If you're just getting too fatigued, you could just do mountain climbers. But like you've heard before, start hard, then ease it up. All right, we're done with that side. Switch it out, we're done. Here we go, pop it up, get into that downward dog, lift that leg, extend that knee through, switch it out. Shift the hips back, up into the plank, switch it out. And we are finished. Awesome job. Awesome job. For those that showed up today, good work. Oh my gosh, was that an awesome workout. Once again, I'm here Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 9:45. This is your typical workout, all body weight. I've always said you can bring some weight if you have some, but as you can see, I got all that weight behind me. I don't use it. I'm burning right now. My shoulders are on fire. My core is. you get your heart rate elevated, you get it all. Okay, and then Scott Charlin has a class for young athletes. Any kids really, get your kids on at 2 o'clock. It's a 30-minute workout. It's awesome. And he does that Monday, Wednesday, Friday as well. So don't forget to join Parkview Sports Medicine on Facebook. Tag this workout, make a comment about the workout, whatever you have to do to win that athletic wear. So we'll see you back here on Friday. Thanks for showing